Venom and Commission Cypher, episode number 11. We live at the Hydro Bar. Shout to Tim, shout to Junior, shout to Senior, shout to Julie, man. We love y'all, man. This is this place of unlimited debating, unlimited health, wealth, and, you know, your boy Vinny's in the spot, man. So, listen, we started a little bit late, but it's all good. Never on schedule, but always on time. Shout out to the great Nas. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that line back in the day. But we here, man. Hydrobar.io. Please visit the Hydro Bar. Come in here and get y'all membership. If y'all interested in a membership to try it out, I want y'all to hit me up, Vinny_Venom. Hit up Grizz at his socials, which we'll tag him here in just a second, and producer T-Rab. So if y'all want to try out the alkaline water, see how it goes for you, come through and hit us up on socials, man. Let us know, and we'll get you a free membership. As y'all know what I do when we start this show off, a couple housekeeping items. T-Rab, we sounding good, right? We good? We live, right? YouTube, Facebook, the whole nine. All right, cool. Couple housekeeping items. Number one, let me get to my notes real quick. Shout out to everybody who's been subscribing and interacting with the channel. I'm super excited because things are really popping up organically for us, and it's a slow burn, but we here for the long haul, not the, we here for the marathon, not the sprint. Hey. So shout out to everybody subscribing. If you're tuning in now live for the first time, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. If you hit the dislike button, you can do that too. Quite frankly, I give two fucks. Just make sure you hit a button. You feel me? So yeah, hydrobar.io is the website. We talked about the memberships. We got some Commission Cypher merch coming. We're going to be dropping that here in the middle of July, so I'm really excited about that. I'll give y'all some more information when we get closer to that. Rock the Bells Radio every Friday night, the Drama Hour. Shout out to my brother Papoose. We've been having some crazy shows the last couple weeks, so if you've missed any of the shows, if you have the Sirius XM app, just search Papoose or search the Drama Hour. You can on-demand all the shows, all the guests that we've had up there, all the incredible records that we had. I had the privilege to host a couple shows as well, so you can catch me on there as well doing my thing. So shout out to my Rock the Bell staff, Quincy, Kalani. Shout out to Pap. We got some shit going on. Rock the Bells Festival as well. Let me get the date on that. That is at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. Get your tickets now. They on sale. Incredible lineup. Incredible lineup. So let me get the date for y'all real quick. So this is the Rock the Bells Festival 2025. Summer's Cool. Busta Rhymes, Redman, Eric B. and Rakim, Too Short, Scarface, Fabulous and Lil Mo, Plies, Boosie, KRS-One, MOP, Remy Ma. Love you, Rem. That's going to be crazy. Capone and Noriega, Big Daddy Kane, Coast Contra, State Property Reunion, Beanie Siegel, Freeway, Petey Crack, Chris, and Neef. And then they're going to have an Uptown Records celebration. So this is like pre-Puffy being a nasty prick. This is when Puff was, Uptown Records and all. Mr. Cheeks for the Lost Boys, CL Smooth, Father MC, Albie Shore, Christopher Williams, So For Real, Jeff Reed, Donnell Jones. Shout out to Donnell Jones. That's my guy. Horse Brown, Monifa, and a lot more to come. So please, man, get your tickets now. Rock the Bell, Saturday, June 28th, Prudential Center in New Jersey. So without any further ado, Barber Lounge is in the motherfucking house tonight.
What's happening?
Yeah. I got my co-host, Grizz Grounds in the spot.
What's up, man?
What's up, G? How you, man?
Chilling, bro.
Good?
Yeah,
how's everything, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Everything's good.
Chilling, yeah, bro.
Good.
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to stay busy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game, bro. If you ain't staying busy, then money ain't moving. Now, we had producer T-Rab in the spot. What's up, G?
What's good?
I know we don't got a mic for producer T-Rab, but he in the spot with his Wu-Tang gear on. Yeah. Got blunts, you know what I'm saying?
Big chilling.
Got weed, this guy. Yo, we just got back from L.A., right? Me, my wife, T-Rab, and my sister-in-law, we went to go see Kendrick in L.A.
I didn't get the invite.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Because listen, here's my problem with inviting people. I'm very, very spoiled when it comes to hip-hop concerts because I've had the privilege of being on the side stage, backstage, or really close. So when I go to big concerts that I don't really, the Kendricks and, whoever in the world, I'm getting good seats. I did that with Beyonce when I took my wife. I did that when I saw, when we went to the
50 Cent.
The 50 show. We we didn't have good seats like that. I wasn't, because that was the problem. I wanted to do VIP. So I said, look, let's all pitch on VIP. But some people broke like that. They can't really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I didn't want to ruin it. So I said, look, we're going to get good seats for Kendrick. Some people are still paying for their tickets. I ain't going to say no names. But I fronted the bill, and I took everybody out. You know what I'm saying? We had great seats. L.A. was a movie, bro. Shout out to everybody in L.A., man.
Was it, where was it at?
SoFi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kendrick tore it down. SZA was dope. Seeing these guys in their element in their own city is crazy.
Did you do any of the classics? Or no?
Kendrick? Yeah, he did all this shit, bro. He did all that shit.
Good Kid, Mad City?
Yeah, he did everything.
Good Kid, Mad
They
City.
do Section 80?
Nah, he didn't do no
Man,
Section
he
80
didn't do
shit.
the classics. I'm done. Let's go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I fuck with Section. I like, man, some.
Yeah, he did. It's just crazy to me. So, like, you know, I'm from New York, so New York has this, like, dog eat dog mentality. So it's like they don't really show out for they local like that. Like, I seen Jay at the Barclays, and it was similar to that vibe in L.A., you know, because, like, it's a hometown hero.
Yeah.
But just to see people come together, like, of all backgrounds, right, all races, like, I seen all kinds of people in there just vibing out, smoking, drinking, having a time of their life. The ladies singing all the SZA songs, and the guys are like, I've never heard this song before. What is this record? Kendrick going crazy. Some people who didn't, you know. So it was dope. But shouts to L.A., man. Fat Burger. You know, we took a trip to Fat Burger. Y'all ever had Fat Burger before?
I've had Fat Burger one time.
Did you go to the Marathon Burger?
Good.
Nah, man, I didn't get a chance to get up there, bro. You know what's crazy? We was gonna get up there, and I hit up Sam, and my boy Lefty, and they didn't respond to me right away, so I figured, fuck it. We was only there for a couple of days, so next trip we gonna head up there. But shout out to the Marathon Burger. They doing incredible business up there, man.
They are.
They're doing incredible business up there. So, but yeah, we fresh back from LA, so no more half stepping. I know we took a couple weeks for breaks and shit like that, but we back in the fucking flesh, man. Got the Barber Lounge in the spot. Y'all know my guy Marcus in here. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's happening?
Larry, the CEO, the head honcho, the HNIC. What's up, bro? How you, man?
What's happening?
How's everything?
Good,
How's
man.
business, man? Summer
Life's
picking up?
good. Hell yeah.
Kids out of school now, right?
Yep,
So
they
yeah.
are. They going.
Your kids are into sports anything this summer?
Basketball, football, and gymnastics.
Everything, man. Good, man. Keep them
sir.
kids busy. Yeah, my kids start they sports next week, man.
Oh
So
Lord.
yeah, man.
I got training this weekend for the
God
son.
damn.
Football
And
training.
and we got another.
Michael Parsons. Y'all going to that?
I was going to, man. It's $250.
Yeah, I don't remember. I paid for it in November. I don't remember what it was. I didn't think it was that much. Was it that? Is that how much it was?
But
Is that?
plus tax?
I don't remember, but it was. We're Cowboys fan. I don't know. You a Cowboys fan or no? Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. See, so
He likes the Jags.
my son was like, I want to go to Michael Parsons. Anyway, I thought that's what you're talking about because that's next Friday.
Yeah, that's on the 19th or 20th. They just
They changed the date. Yep. Yeah.
I was
definitely wanna go
for sure.
I'm thinking, but I don't know if my son's ready for that. So
Yeah. How old is he?
12. He doesn't
Okay.
know what he wants.
I mean-
yet, so I don't know.
You don't really get an opportunity to work out with a pro athlete many times in your life, though. That's why I sent my son. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying.
So I'm like, I'm gonna send him.
It's very true.
You know,
Most definitely. Are you
but-
gonna be hanging out there, or while the
I took the day off. If you're gonna go, I mean, if you're gonna pull up, I might just stay. I took the day off of work though.
I'm like, maybe I'll just stay.
I was gonna volunteer and I was gonna volunteer to coach, so I had taken the day off, but I haven't yet. But shit, if you're gonna pull up, I'll kick it.
Hey,
I don't really got
just
nothing
do
going
it,
on that
man.
day.
I don't know. I took the day off.
Yeah, for sure.
I was gonna shave my
Hit me,
face.
let me
Kids
know.
busy, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to.
yeah, you got to.
Busy.
Mello, he's playing what?
Yeah, I got my son in basketball, man.
He
He
next
wants to play
Iverson.
ball, man. Nah,
That's
it's
right.
hard. It's so hard because like my son's only 6. Bro, so,
Ginobili,
like,
dog.
he,
Isn't Ginobili Italian?
I don't know, man.
Ginobili, that when they drafted him. Ginobili.
Nobody's
Argentina.
He's
Argentina.
Spanish.
Is he from Spain?
Yeah,
he's from
yeah,
Oh.
he's from Spain.
I can't think of no Italians in the league, but
Yeah,
your
it's-
boy
it's
will be the
hard.
first.
Yeah, you know, we shooting for something different, right?
Yeah, all right, shit.
You know
Let's
what's
go,
crazy
boy.
though is that honestly, like, and I'm pretty sure you can attest to it because I know you got your kids are a little older.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
When they're like young, they don't really know what they want to do, and I don't want to be the parent to be like, "You're gonna do this right now. Like, pick up your shit and let's go." I've been playing with him a lot more with different sports to see what he's gravitating to, and it was basketball and baseball. So,
Nice.
baseball we missed the deadline or whatever, so And my daughter's really into volleyball, man. So she's doing really good. So we'll start them and see what happens. You know,
my
if they
son
don't
just
like it, they don't like it.
My son's just barely starting now. Like I haven't pushed him to do sports, but he's really wanting to do them. But
That's dope.
he's thinking it's like basketball season. I'm like, no, this is the off season for both sports, football and basketball. So those are like his primary sports. So
You got
like,
kids?
Hey, you got training this weekend.
You got kids? My bad. No, no kids.
No, I do not. So.
Okay, yeah,
That
for
we
sure.
don't know.
So your son is started. This gonna be his first year of football,
He's
or
been doing football for a few years, but like now
Or-
it's more like competitive.
yeah.
It's not just
See,
play around
I
and
make my
basketball.
kids do sports. Well, my son, he's in sports now, but
But how was that
I
conversation?
feel like-
though? Like, did you tell him like, yo, you're doing this shit, like it or love it?
pretty much, I feel like if you let my job as a father is to make sure that my son grows up to be a productive young man, and I feel like if you let a kid,
Dictate that.
well, yeah, or if you let them kick it, they're gonna kick it, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like my son loves playing football. He loves when he's in the games, and he loves doing it. He hates going to practice, right? Like he hates going to practice, and he'll stay at home all summer long and not do it football because he don't want to go to practice. But once he's there, he's about it. So if I don't tell him, so I almost feel like it's my job. I told him, he didn't want to wrestle, and he's been wrestling since he was 4. I told him, you're going to wrestle in high school. He's like, I don't want to wrestle. I said, I don't give a damn what you want. Right? You can get a scholarship off of wrestling, and you might feel right now like you don't want to wrestle, but when you're 17, 18, you might feel like, damn, I should have wrestled. You're not going to regret wrestling. You'll regret not wrestling. You feel me? My son is 14. He'll be 15 this year.
Well,
Yeah.
we're doing this weekend. I don't know what position he plays, but
Where?
they're going to be doing a training at like Rio Rancho High School.
Oh,
It's a separate. little
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Just
Who's
for
doing it?
receivers. I don't know the dude's name. I'm just getting to learn them. This is the first time we do it, so
All right,
it's
for
like
sure.
$25 per
Okay.
kid, and they're doing a little training.
Yeah, my son played
everything for 'em.
receiver. Yeah, he
they're
played.
doing
He played
receiver
receiver. All right, for
this
sure.
weekend.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, most
yeah,
definitely.
Let me know.
Left
You
out
can reach
still.
out to me.
Nah, I just
All right, yeah, I'll hit you.
I
Yeah, for
just
sure.
know that from my experience when I was a kid, right? There was never initiative to do things. It was just like I was just there. It was like, yo, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Be back when the lights come on, type shit.
For real.
So I didn't really have like
Guidance.
someone like that to be like, yo, you're gonna do this. Like my pops was like, defend yourself. I'm gonna teach you how to throw hands, but that was really it. Like I really didn't know any other sport other than that, right? So we'll see, man. But keep them kids busy, man. That's the objective, man. There's too much crazy shit going on with these fucking phones, bro. Let me tell you something real quick before we get into shit. We was in LA, and I don't know where the fuck we was at, but I seen what?
I thought you were about to say leaving the concert.
No. So I seen we was eating somewhere. We was out to eat. And I seen this little girl, she probably had to be like 11, 12. I swear to God, this little girl was on the phone the whole time. She was eating her food, watching, scrolling. And I guarantee like she wasn't even looking at her, she was just hitting this scroll.
It was just coming natural. to
So
her.
it's like, it's a drug, bro. You gotta keep them off their
They call
phones,
that
bro.
doom scrolling.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
they call it. That shit ain't healthy, bro.
Yeah, bro, you don't pay attention to nothing else.
You just
Nothing
doom
else, bro.
scrolling.
Even then, you'll be on your phone and you're watching TV or something, dude, or you're eating and you're
2
not
hours-
even really eating,
2
or
hours
focusing
gone.
on other things.
I got to give a shout out to my baby mom. My daughter is about to be 3. She don't have like a tablet or none of that, bro. And a lot of little kids get tablets and all that shit, bro. Because it's
Yeah.
easy, right? Your kid throws a fit, you give him his tablet, bro. And my daughter, like, you give her something like that, she don't know how to use it. She don't know how to work
a
it. She
function.
don't know
good,
nothing
man.
about it, you know.
have to
So
function without it.
I keep my kids on a
I appreciate
tight
my
leash with
BM
this
for
shit.
that for sure.
Yeah, man. Shout out to her. That's a good thing because I had some reluctancy in doing it, but see, my daughter's school, she's at a charter school, so they be doing a lot of their curriculum online for homework.
Oh, okay.
So I gave her a tablet to do the homework on, and I gave her time limits and shit. You know what I'm saying? So once the time's up, she can't do nothing with it. It's locked up. But yeah, man, keep these kids fucking busy and out the street and all of that.
They
So,
say it's no such thing as a lazy kid, only lazy parents. You know,
I like that.
Like,
That's the truth.
there's no such thing as a lazy kid, just a lazy parent. You know, it's like if you get your kids active, if you put your kids in a sport, if you know, it's parents that don't want to do that. They don't want that responsibility, but the kid ain't gonna, the kid ain't gonna tell you no. You let's make it happen. So, yeah, absolutely, you got to take care of your kids, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, shouts to the kids, man. The kids is the future. So, Key, appreciate you coming up. You the new face on the show.
New face right here.
Albuquerque Barber Lounge. You're at the which location you at?
I'm at the the first location, the OG location. I'm on
OG.
Manal and Carlisle.
Manal and Carlisle. What's the address? Plug it.
3500 Manal.
All right, cool. I want to ask you a little bit about your journey in the barber
Yes.
because we talked to these guys about it. So, was there a certain event in your life that you decided, hey, I want to be a barber? Was it Was it? Yeah, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, okay, so I feel bad in a sense because like everyone has a cool barber story except me, and you know to a point, you know. But I was just like every kid, didn't know what I wanted to do when I came out of high school. I know I kind of wanted to I wanted to be the next Kanye in a sense. So I'm just thinking of what I was going to do, and my dad was like, "Hey, you got a really good art background. This is a form of art, and I think everyone's always going to need a haircut, so you should go through this route."
Dope.
So I've been around it and everything like that. My auntie cut hair and everything like that. So I just gave it a shot, and happen to be good at it. And
Dope.
I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful. The friendships I've made over the years over it, the people that brought me here. I mean, it's an amazing job. I'm always blessed.
Yeah, man. We talked about it earlier, man, on when they came up here the first time. I think the barbershop culture, just being in a barbershop, right, you get that, I don't know, it's that sense of camaraderie, but it's also that sense of, like, I can come here and relax type thing, you know what I'm saying? So, and y'all shop is so dope because the first location is when you walk in there, you get motivated. If you feeling down and out, you're like, you look at the wall, you see Nipsey, right? You see Pac, you see Big, you see Iverson, you see Jordan, you know what I'm saying? You see all these great people, and then you go into the restroom to take a leak real quick, and you see some funny shit, you know what I'm saying?
And I think
Friday shit you got in the bathroom, I die every time I go in there. Like, that shit's funny, bro.
And I think one of the reasons why my dad thought it would be a good place, because like I would come home from after like high school, wherever the heck, telling him what we were doing like on the lunch table of all the guys just shooting the breeze. He's like, you're gonna have that exact same idea with the homies at a barbershop.
Yeah.
You're gonna need all your friends. You're talking all the time. You like to put on a show. It just makes sense. Why don't you just do that? And so, like you said, everyone comes in. It doesn't matter what you are. You come through. You're always gonna have a good time.
Right, absolutely. You come from a 2-parent household?
Yes. I would say half of my life I had my mom was a single mom. She worked hard, and then she got married, and my stepdad has raised me since I would say like 10.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, 10, 6. But I've known him since I was 6.
Dope.
Of the church I was raised in. So
dope. So you had that good backing. So that's important, man. That's super important. So that's dope, man. I'm glad you up here. You connected right off the bat. Obviously we have a connection with the music side because you're a big music head.
I try, man.
But you're kind of like what I would call these like. You kind of came from that Kanye era where it was like, you're a Kanye baby.
You
so like,
did.
you came with the Cuddies and all this kind of alternative weirdo type rap. But we always have great conversation because from my vantage point, I always appreciate what
Sorry, I'm not hood, Adam.
He's like, weirdo rap. You said it, he's like, I want to be like Kanye. I said, whoa, chill, bro.
Nah,
shit.
listen.
Hey, the creativity Kanye
yes.
wants.
Right. All right, for sure.
I don't say that as a slight. It's just,
I know.
I know I shouldn't be doing it, but guess what? Everybody has a stereotype. It's just the way shit is.
It is.
You fans of hip hop from that generation, y'all some weirdos, bro. It's weird hip hop alternative shit, but it's cool. We always had a great connection because I'm always open minded. You'd always peep shit on me, like vice versa. Yo, listen to this shit. Catch a vibe from it, vice versa. So I'm glad you up here. We got a lot of shit to talk about. I need you to be who you are on this show. I don't need you to. We're on YouTube. Whatever.
I need it today.
Hey, we
need those views, baby.
Nah, it ain't about the views. It's about you being 100% uncut because I know you can get crazy, and this guy's insane too. So.
Look at him with the hand gestures.
The pregame talk was a little spicy. So,
I know.
I'm ready, shit.
So yeah, man, let's jump into it. So Grizz, let's jump into the first topic, man. What we got on deck?
First thing we got, clip segment. Album and industry moves. Yeah. So I think I guess so I think we all were up to speed on an article about Let God Sort It Out with the Mike Tyson cameo, right? And then they left Def Jam, right? They had to pay for that. Sounds like they had to pay quite a bit, 7 figures. Most def. And then Kendrick Lamar verse controversy is all in the mix there. So we could kind of just start at the top. With that, Let God Sort It Out with Mike Tyson. See what y'all think about that. How y'all feeling?
You want to set it off, man? Anybody got an opinion on it?
I just so I'm gonna just say I feel like Clipse has been around for me like growing up, and they just resonate with me just like in different ways. But I feel like with whatever's going on right now is above me, So, but I see what's happening
See what's
now,
happening.
especially when you read it, it doesn't sound like anything good. But I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about that.
Are you excited about the album coming?
Oh yeah,
The
of
music
course.
side.
Yeah,
Because that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
yeah, it's about the music.
Right.
But I don't think them getting out of that whole ordeal with Def Jam is that's crazy.
I mean,
That's a lot of
I'll
money.
put
Was
it-
that out of his pocket or no?
Yeah.
His pocket?
They had to pay.
They had to pay?
They had to buy out.
so you guys got to remember that when the Clipse, so me being a student of the game, I'll kind of give y'all a little bit of history. So the Clipse was signed with Star Trek, which was Pharrell's label.
Yeah.
Yes.
Star Trek was under Arista, which used to be a major label distributor, right? So when Arista got folded, I believe they went over to Geffen, and that was a subsidiary of Interscope. And after a while, the Clipse kind of like, they dropped 3 albums,
They
right?
did.
And the second album had, pardon me, I'm sorry, they were with Arista at first, then they went to Jive. This is just about 2006, they dropped their second album. It was delayed heavily. I think the label was kind of losing faith in that style of hip hop because this is around the time when the weirdos started to show up and the snapper fingers started to show up, and the Clipse is a different type of a group. So Jive was the worst label ever because, and shouts to everybody who signed with Jive, they got the smoke screens put on them, and myself, Pap, and my team, we all got smoke and mirrors. Jive was like, we'll sign you for $1.5 million. Pap signs a deal, album never comes out. Clipse signed a deal. Album never comes out. They had Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. They don't know nothing about hip hop, right? So long story short, they get off a job. Then they go into their last album, which was distributed by Geffen. So they had label drama from the beginning. Now here's what happens. Push's brother, Malice, becomes a born-again Christian,
Yep.
right? Rebuilds his life.
No Malice, right? Is his name back
No
to
Malice.
Malice? He's Malice
It's
again,
no Malice,
or no?
pardon me. It's
That's
no
what I
Malice.
said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't be say he's a sissy
Sorry.
now.
I know
All
him
right,
by Malice.
chill, bro. Nah, let's keep it a buck, bro. Shit.
Fire, man.
So Malice had a little bit of, he put out like a couple solo albums as well, but then Push, Kanye signed him, good music. Push had that incredible run solo. And then all of a sudden, there started to be some rumors about them coming back together. They did a record together for like a fashion designer's album, and then
I seen
things
that.
started to come. Here's the problem with the Def Jam situation, and we're going to talk about this in more detail because I know Grizz got the article in front of him, but the UMG situation is already toxic because of the whole Kendrick and Drake situation,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
But the Clipse signed the Def Jam, and Grizz, I guess talk a little bit about this Kendrick issue. What was the problem with the Kendrick? So I heard rumblings that, and correct me if I'm wrong, Clipse got a record with Kendrick. Def Jam didn't want to put it out. They told the Clipse either drop Kendrick or we're not putting the record out.
That is essentially what happened. In a nutshell, I mean, you basically hit it on the head. They had put him on a verse or whatever, and they told him to take it off, and I guess Push said he wasn't gonna. He was like, I'm not gonna take him off.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either. Like, why?
Yeah.
why?
He basically said he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And as he should.
You should.
And that's, I think, the problem. And I tell a lot of artists coming up is like that's the bullshit you got to deal with a major label. You're out there beck and call. If they don't like the verse, they don't like nothing, they can hold it back. So they paid their deal off, right? And then they immediately went to Jay-Z and got us a deal signed in 24 hours. And Jay was like, y'all got your masters. They got everything going. So thank God for guys like Hove, because if it wasn't for Hove, we might not be getting this Clipse album at all. This album's been done allegedly for like a year or so. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm excited, man. I'm a huge Clipse fan. Really since 02, man. I think they bring Pharrell brings a very unique sound to hip hop. But I'm curious to see how Pharrell makes music in 2025. And that's what I'm excited about because we know.
Well, he
Yeah.
just did the soundtrack for the Lego movie,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that is like all new music.
It's but it's been more like poppy music. It kind of hasn't been
Yeah.
like it hasn't been hip hop. Like it hasn't been that shit that
sound
Pharrell's
different,
kind of
for
known
sure.
for. But see the
Like
dope,
Neptune's type.
right? But the dope thing about Pharrell and the Neptunes, they have such a wide range. Like they work with No Doubt, right? They
They're
work with
responsible
so
for a
many
lot of
different
shit.
artists,
They're
right?
responsible for a lot of music.
So I'm excited.
wide range.
What I'm not excited about though, and this is where me and Grizz might differ here at this moment, but
Yeah.
why I know you're not a Push fan, right? Are you a Clipse fan at all? Do you like the Clipse?
I like that song. What happened to that boy? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's probably the only.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you not?
Mr. Me Too.
So before I judge you
I'm
and
not a
I
fan of that
throw
one.
darts at you, so is it a lack of education on the Clipse?
Stop, bro.
Or is it just like, hey, I
Stop.
never heard the album. I never like.
It said I don't like that. I don't like.
The bubbly rap.
I don't like their shit, bro. I just don't
It's
like
like-
it. I
is
don't
it the
fuck with
beats?
it, bro.
Is it the rhymes?
I don't
Like,
like
what
his
is it?
voice. I don't like their voice. I'm not a
You don't
fan
like
of.
Push's voice?
I'm not a fan. They sound the same. I mean, they sound. Yeah.
I
don't really fuck with
I don't
this.
like the way they look.
Yeah.
like the way they look.
Nah, it ain't like that. I
Nah,
just
I'm
don't.
just trying to get a gauge.
That
You feel me?
like this like. Yeah, bro, for real. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I don't
not a
fuck
fan?
with it, bro. I don't. I mean, how old? I mean, fuck. I don't
Come
know.
on.
They don't fuck with Drake.
Don't
I
hold
just
back,
don't
my
really
guy.
fuck. I just don't really fuck with it. I don't really
Alright,
like it. It
so
ain't. It ain't
have you
what I
ever
fuck
heard a
with.
Clipse album though, for
I mean,
intensive
not top
purposes?
To bottom, no. I don't. I never want to. Why? I've never been to a gay bar, bro. What the fuck? It ain't my. It ain't my thing, bro. No disrespect.
Hey,
No,
now we get
You're
spicy.
taking shots.
no, it ain't no disrespect, dog. It's just
That's
not my
kind of
thing.
disrespectful.
I mean, yeah,
No, I just ain't.
Gay
never
bar.
There is his at.
yeah. At this guy, bro.
Blame his
I'm not hating. I would go.
No.
I'm not saying I would. I go with the
Listen,
homies. You know what I'm saying?
that's
No
why I asked you
disrespect.
because-
Nah, not at all.
It's because sometimes I think we all have biases, right?
Yeah.
So I think sometimes people won't listen to music for a certain bias. Like, I mean, we had a conversation a while ago about like East Coast, West Coast thing.
Yeah.
It was like you really didn't peep too much on the East Coast because you was kind of raised on the West Coast side, right?
Well, because I picked sides, right? Because
Right,
it was
you-
Tupac and
exactly.
Biggie. I said, fuck Biggie, fuck Mob D,
All
fuck
of that.
Bad Boy as a
I
staff
mean,
record
all right.
label and his motherfucking
Listen,
crew.
and that's
Hot
fine.
for
I know a
life.
lot of people
Yeah.
that are like that. So look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but what I would like to gain from this conversation today
Elaborate.
is I'd like you to elaborate on your feelings
Yeah.
and your biases, so that way I could try to
Well, yeah.
educate
All
you.
I'm telling you is that I don't really like the Clipse. I never liked their sound. It wasn't ever anything that I could put on and really vibe to. That was it, right? Like at the time that they came out, it wasn't ever something that I was like, oh, like
That's
you
fine.
know, like I heard what was the song?
What about Grinding? You didn't like Grinding?
That one. This Grinding came out, and that's what put me on to. What put me on the Clipse,
What
right?
about you guys?
And I did like that one, but
Have any? I'm neutral, I guess.
Okay.
Not really.
Have you heard a Clipse album?
I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
I have
No, I
not.
have not.
Really?
I
Okay.
have not.
That's the main
But
question.
that's it. I can't really give you.
So
a
there's a song. It's called "Mr. Me Too." There is not any no shape, way, or form you never heard that song.
I
That
probably
was
heard it.
played
Yeah, I probably heard a lot of
all the
different
time.
songs.
I didn't like it.
I asked you guys.
I
to
heard it.
say
I remember
this.
it came out like 2007.
I feel like you do
6,
this to me all the time though.
A little
Like,
bit
you're like,
before
have
that,
you heard
I
this
think.
one? And then you play the song
mean,
for me like, oh
somehow
yeah, I've
I
heard
just
it.
wasn't a
Like, I
fan.
just didn't know.
I don't
It's
know.
just
I mean,
because it's an age thing though, but I think also too it's about me when I was a kid with hip hop. I listened to everything, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have my biases. Like I love New York hip hop. I love that style.
there.
I love all of that, right? However, I learned to love West Coast, right? With Quick, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the West Coast and that debacle of a list that Complex put together. But I say that to say that. And then when the South came, it was the same thing. I really started tuning in the South. So I love all different styles of hip hop, right? So for me with the Clipse, the crazy thing for me is that 25 years in the game, this album is very highly anticipated, and we finally have no constraints, no politicking. It's gonna be an album,
It's gonna be raw.
and it's right. We're gonna present it to you, and like it's not gonna be no political bullshit. I have a feeling. It's just my opinion. You're wrong. I have a feeling that this bullshit ass shit that Drake has been doing with UMG is snowballing into other acts that might have had a problem with Drake historically. And if we remember, the Clipse had a very highly publicized squabble with Lil Wayne that then trickled into Drake and then trickled into everything else that we're dealing with now.
It's like a virus.
And it sucks because I hate, that's why I put in this show with the promo. Are we rapping or are we politicking? Why would Drake, I want you to pull up the Pop Smoke thing because I know this kind of connects here, right?
yeah.
Why would Drake feel so threatened from a business level of the Clipse? Or is it bigger than that? Is
Does
it
he?
something bigger than I think he is?
But why? What
That's
makes
my
you
question.
speculate on that?
I'll tell you why.
Well, why would UMG shut down this Kendrick verse?
Right.
Oh well, yeah, I would. I mean, I'm not saying. I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the. I'm talking about Clipse. I'm talking about Clipse.
Yeah.
Well, why is he? We all know the. I mean, it's an issue. They have a lawsuit going on, so I would imagine that's based on. That has something to do with that, right? Whatever. You already know how I feel about that. I think that's
Right.
some whole shit he shouldn't have done or whatever. I'm a
Right.
fan of Drake, but still, right? Whatever. But at the end of the day, why would you think that you just?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you my web of. I'm gonna tell you why because things.
I'll tell you why I'm mad.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad.
Tell you why I'm
son.
mad over here. Listen here, children. Listen here.
Listen, here's why. I've seen some wicked shit on the other side of the industry, the behind the scenes side of things, right? I've seen it from my favorite rapper. We had this conversation about Hove, right? Hove.
Yeah.
And what was our difference on Hove? You didn't think he was top
Yeah,
tier,
right.
right?
I just
You
think
don't
he was.
resonate
I
with
think he's
Jay-Z like
overrated.
that.
Right.